Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with a brand new video, this time Age of Sigmar related. I did state that near the end of the year or start of next I was going to start covering the tabletop more, and what better way than to discuss a brand new bunch of minis being released for Slaanesh, specifically in Age of Sigmar. For the first time in a long time, Slaanesh is finally getting some love in the form of a new Battletome. These are the codexes or army books for Age of Sigmar. And with this new book also comes a plethora of new units. We've already discussed a bunch of new units already announced about a few weeks ago, but now we're seeing even more new ones, and they look absolutely amazing. Not only are we seeing updated forms of the Slaaneshi Seekers, which by the way needed an absolute overhaul a long time ago, but a much requested unit for a long time has finally been implemented into the Chaos roster. That of Chaos Archers. This has been widely requested since the days of Warhammer Fantasy Battle, so it's nice to see Slaanesh getting some ranged units being added in. Games Workshop have stated that this, and the previous preview, was not everything that's due to come out in this new army book. So I'm assuming that we'll see more as time progresses. We know that this book and the new units are due to launch in February of 2021. Visually, the models look absolutely incredible. They are exactly what I imagine a Slaaneshi force to look like. It's about time that we started seeing some changes, especially to other Chaos gods. The less we have to see the generic looking Chaos warriors, the better, unless they're of course undivided. But when they do follow different Chaos gods, they should take up the aesthetics of said god. But before we end this video, let's have a discussion about some of the new units. Bear in mind, I'm talking about the ones specifically shown off today. The Exalted Seekers look great. I'm assuming that we'll also be keeping the normal Seekers in the roster too. Kinda like how you have Chaos Marauders on horses and then Chaos Knights, two different variants doing two different things. Especially seeing as there's two variants of the Exalted Seekers. We see the melee force one and then some with range. Of course we've been shown new units in the past with normal Seekers, but I hope that we'll also keep the Marauders and Seekers too. They are indeed an old cast, but they have a lot of character to them. The introduction of Blissbarb Archers is also quite cool. Given all the recent announcements, I thought that this faction was going to somehow end up in a melee-focused foot and cavalry build, but some archers will change up the playstyle, I'm assuming. The one that is very strange to me, however, are the new Slangors, known as Slangor Fiendbloods. This is quite interesting mainly because they are so large, or as far as I can see. They are much larger than average beastmen. I was expecting to see them to be around the size of a Bestigor and so on, very much how they used to be in Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Instead, they seem more inspired by the Bulgors or Minotaurs, depending what you want to call them. Which is fine, a monstrous unit will be very welcome. However, I do hope that we see some generic Slangors too. Considering that they are called Slangor Fiendbloods, it could be very possible that we'll see some other forms of Slangors. Again, we've not seen everything, so it's very likely that we will still see some new releases as time progresses. We have 2 months until the drop of the Battletome and the new minis. But so far I'm excited. I've been looking for an army to play in Age of Sigmar battle reports, and I've always loved the idea of Slaanesh, so this might be the perfect army for me. Now we've just got to wait to see how long it takes for GW to start showing off some rules. What do you guys think in regards to this announcement? I'm honestly rather curious as to see what's to come. The models look fantastic, at least in my opinion, and I can't wait to see what damage they can do on the battlefield. As a quick note, it would also be rather nice if Creative Assembly would use these units for Total War Warhammer 3. We are in desperate need of Slaaneshi factions well, factions for all gods specifically. And I think the Total War Warhammer community have kind of come to an agreement that as long as they're not so, like, well, you know, Space Marine-y and Sigmar-y, and they fit with the theme of Warhammer Fantasy Battle, well, those minis could then get translated without an issue. And I for one think that these miniatures are really well fit for the lore of Warhammer Fantasy and would fit a Slaanesh army absolutely perfectly. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think of these miniatures, and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.